I need to finish this run because we have a lot to talk about today. There's some really interesting stuff going on in game. I need your opinion and I'm going to give you my breakdown. Let's do it. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing today? We are going to get into some interesting and new topics happening in Raid right now. I want to give you a value breakdown of what's going on with these new rewards. I want to give you some information so you can make informed decisions about what to do on your account. And I want to break this all down for you, okay? This information here is very important, okay, to our discussion. Running stage 24 on Sand Devil, and I got 4 superior, superior oil? Yeah, I got 4 superior oil for 1 run of 20 energy, okay? So if we come over here and we take a look, that was excellent, right? That was the most I could get, was 4 superior for 18 energy. Okay? And that's very important to our discussion today because Plarium did something actually new and different, which is shocking because they never do that, alright? In case you haven't checked in-game because you thought this was the same old thing for champion training and the artifact enhancement event, well, you would be wrong because actually the reward structure for both of these and the reward structure for the Ice Golem tournament that's going on right now are literally completely different than anything we've seen before, at least that I can remember in the last 3 years. So if we take a look at what's going on in the champion training, you can see this is all filled with soul stones and essence and coins and stuff, and then the artifact enhancement event is filled with oil and chaos ore. And let me just say, for my opinion, my initial reaction to both of these was, wow, that's awesome, okay? But we're going to break it down and see if it's actually awesome, what the value is compared to what we would normally see, and I'm going to give you my opinion about it, basically, okay? Before we go any further, 500 challenge, so let's get this video to hit either 500 likes or 500 comments, or both, so I can start giving money back to you. If you need the full breakdown on that, watch the video for this cool challenge, and that is on the channel here, the 500 challenge, okay? So I want to hear from you about what your opinions are of these rewards, because, like, I'm only one guy, it only matters for me what my opinion is, so I want to know what you think about the rewards here, okay? We're going to start off with oil, okay? We're going to start off with the artifact enhancement event. And let me first say that I think that oil is one of the scarcest resources in the game. I think that there are plenty of players who can only get lesser oil because they can't beat stage whatever, 11 or 10, whatever the first one is, that you can get the greater oil, okay? And I also think that, number one, it's great that they're including oil as rewards. I almost made a video on that last week, was where's all the oil as rewards? I think that that's a good thing. A lot of players don't want to farm the oil or can't farm the oil. So us seeing that as prizes, I think is a really good thing. Like, if I can get these oils on my free-to-play account, that would be huge. Absolutely huge for my account, okay? The Chaos Ore, I personally like the Chaos Ore. A lot of people just have tons of Chaos Ore sitting around. They're not using it. I think this is a great way to progress your account and turn unusable gear into potentially good pieces. I found about a 20% conversion rate. 1 out of 5 artifacts that you try to use Chaos Ore on will turn into something good and usable. 1 out of 5. And then about 1 out of 10 will turn into something amazing. So it's about quantity. You have to try a bunch of times, and then sometimes you'll get something good. But it was always bad to start with, so why not use the Chaos Ore on it? And I've already done this successfully on my free-to-play account with 1 or 2 pieces of gear. I think they're 5-star pieces. I don't think any of the 6-star pieces I tried worked out, but I don't get Chaos Ore on there very often, and Plarium doesn't give these out very often, okay? So, why is oil so important, okay? Because of things like this. Look at these gloves, okay? Look at these gloves. This is a triple speed roll with HP and crit rate. The resistance is not important. And an extra 20% attack. An extra 20% attack, okay? You can't get numbers like this, 8,000 attack, without being empowered and without having oil upgrading your gear. You can't. You cannot get that. The blessing helps in there as well, of course. But you can see up here as well, I kind of feel like, you know, doing these type of things in the top row is wasteful. But that's another 80 attack, you know? And then if I fully empower this one, I just don't like this piece as much. If I fully awaken this, is that what it's called? If I awaken it? If I fully ascend it, then I'll have another 50. Yeah, well, what's 44. I'm mathing. My mathing is broken. My brain's not ready to go yet. It's still 5:24 in the morning. Okay, so obviously it's another 54 attack, okay? But if I fully ascend that, that would be another 54 attack. So I could still improve. I could still get more. I just think it's not as valuable. But what you want to focus on is things like this. 20% attack. Or I have some that are crit damage. Yep, 20% crit damage. You just literally can't get this in any other way in the game, okay? Even if it's the wrong stat, HP percent is going to help my Leo survive a little bit more, you know? And on your champions where you are looking for speed, like let's take a look at my Yumiko real quick. She's got 6-star ascended speed boots that are pretty OP in my opinion. They're kind of offset boots that I use because of the triple accuracy roll and the max glyph. And then once it hits speed, then I pulled it from, you know, a random champion and put it on somebody better, right? The oil allows you to do things you cannot do in any other way. I mean, let's see if we can get lucky. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a 6-star glyph, but at some point I'm going to max that out as well, just so I can see that max stat all the way down on that piece. Oil allows you to do things you can't normally do. And even the oil has been impactful on my free-to-play account, okay? I have one chest piece on my free-to-play account that has accuracy, and it has an ascension bonus of accuracy. And I'm not sure, like I have one, right? I have one of those pieces on my account here, and that's usable. And so it's pretty rare to have accuracy with accuracy. Same thing with your crit damage, or crit damage and attack percentage. Same thing with speed on the speed boots. They're very, very rare. So you need oil to test artifacts, and then you need oil to ascend the artifacts, okay? So, the fact that we're getting oil as prizes, I think is really helpful for people's account, right? Just this lesser oil alone is going to cost you 1 energy refill to get. The greater oil, oh my goodness, the greater oil is probably going to cost you multiple energy refills to get. And the superior oil is definitely extremely hard to get in this game, okay? So if I had to put a value on those, this is what I would do. First of all, I would come over here and I would look. How much oil am I getting per run? Well, sometimes I'm going to get the lesser oil, sometimes I'm going to get the greater oil, sometimes I'm going to get the superior oil, right? And the most rare is the superior oil. So it's kind of hard to know how much oil you're going to get and when you're going to get it to put a value on that, right? But I would value 50 grader oil at probably a couple dollars, right? Like $3-4. I would value this at the same amount as probably a legendary book or those chaos, or at least I would value it at an epic book, you know. So, and same thing for the greater oil. Sometimes the greater oil is going to be more impactful, especially if you don't have a lot of oil. You can take the artifacts that you have ascended with the lesser oil and ascend them with the greater oil. So sometimes I think that's going to be more impactful. So we have a couple dollars for each of those, and that means that I think that that's a pretty decent reward. So for me, I think that I'm going to value the superior oil at 4 and the greater oil at 2. And so that means that it's pretty reasonable in comparison to other rewards that we get for events like this. And then both of the Chaos Ores I value at $4 a piece. I don't really differentiate between these anymore. They're equally as useful. It's the 5-star ones that I like a lot less. I value those at about $1 a piece. And so what you're getting out of this is actually better than what we would normally get. It's also very different. So if you were used to that and then you're sad about getting the oil, it's obviously not going to be the same, but I think that this is a little bit more valuable than what we normally see, maybe like 1.5 times better. But my point is that I like it better because we're getting oil and chaos ore. I like the charms that we're getting. I think that pairs really well with the artifact enhancement event, and I hope that Plarium does this more. They just need to market it better, right? Which normally they're great at marketing, but this looks like a generic, bland artifact enhancement event, when in reality it's something new and different than we've really ever seen, at least in terms of the reward. So I'd encourage you, level up some artifacts, complete this event, get all of these rewards. I would encourage you to do that. I'll be doing it on my main account easily, and I'll be attempting to do it on the free-to-play. Okay? Flipping over to the champion training real quick, we have the soul coins, the essence, and the soul stones. And let me just tell you, this is not nearly as valuable as the other event. I don't think. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I have some numbers written down here. I hate seeing mortal soul coins on here. There's only one thing you can buy with mortal soul coins, and that's immortal soul stones. So that means that this 250 mortal soul coins is 1/4 of a mortal soul stone. And the mortal soul stones are worth between 50 cents to $1. So what you're getting here is a quarter or less, right? You're getting such a small amount of rewards here. Just stop it. I hate it. Stop it. Stop giving us mortal soul coins and just give us mortal soul stones. It would be no big deal to just remove both of those and put another mortal soul stone in there, and you know it, okay? Even one mortal soul stone is a very low reward in my opinion. I like that you're doing soul stones. I like this, but it's just so minuscule of a reward, okay? The immortal soul coins and the eternal soul coins I like because it gives you flexibility to buy more essence or to buy more soul stones, okay? With your immortal soul coins, I highly recommend buying immortal soul essence. With your eternal soul coins, I highly recommend saving those for an eternal soul stone. Don't buy the essence unless you have a purpose that you need it, and then buy it, okay? So, you're going to get 700 mortal soul coins, which is a crap reward. But the immortal soul coins, you would get enough to get one immortal soul stone. So I like that. I like that. If this was 500, I'd feel much better about it. But again, just take out the mortal soul coins. Please, Plarium, stop this. With the essence, I hate that it's so Plarium's so stingy with the essence they give us. 3 essence buys you 1 rare level 1 blessing. That's bullcrap, okay? Like, this is not enough. But 3 essence to them is probably $3, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, okay? Or maybe 3 immortal soul essences $1 and the eternal soul essence is $3. I don't know. They've overvalued it so tremendously high, okay? The immortal soul stones, we can see them anywhere ranging from $3 to $8 each. So I like this as a reward. It's a pretty decent reward. I like that. And then the immortal soul stones, or the eternal soul coins, I mean, you get 275, which, since they value those freaking eternal soul stones so highly, seems like a great reward, but again, they're overvaluing everything. At the same point in time, I really still want all of this. I'm going to max this out on the champion training because I'll take what I can get. You can't get this very often in other places, so I'll still take it, all right? And if you're still with me, I'm going to have a breakdown on Iron Twins with the Soul Stones and the Essence and all of that stuff coming on the channel hopefully tomorrow. So if that interests you, make sure you check back. I have some really interesting data to look at about Iron Twins and all of these types of rewards, okay? Now, to wrap it up here, I think that both of these are great, and I want to touch briefly on this tournament, the Ice Golem tournament, which I don't like as much, but it's very interesting, right? The Ice Golem tournament, all of these tournaments lately, we've been getting super crap rewards, okay? So, I don't know. I think this is still super crap rewards. Like, who wants, what is this, a defense? 6-star defense percent? I don't even know which one this is. I think it's defense or defense percent. Like, put that as a speed glyph, and now all of a sudden, everybody is doing this. Pretty sure they just put it as a blue glyph to match the blue rewards. I don't like the potions in here as rewards. We can just go do a run in the potion keep. That's not a big deal. The Ancient Shard is not bad, and I'll take Bruise anytime I can get it. Rare books are actually rare these days, so I don't mind that. But the potions stick out to me as meh, and the glyph, it's not really one of the ones that we want, right? So I'm hopeful that Plarium will do more interesting and different things like this, because that's really positive in my opinion, right? So we want to encourage them. We want to say, yes, Plarium, do more things like this, but just do it better. Just like take all of these ideas and like level them up a notch, and that's what we want you to do. But this is on the right track. So I want to give a little bit of positive feedback, okay? Let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.